يا خالق الإنسان يا مبدع الأكوان بالجود والإحسان يا رب أكرمنا. يحيا بك القلب يسمو بك الحب لولاك يا رب لولاك ما كنا. أنت الذي يهدي يا رب للرشد إنا على العهد يا رب فاقبلنا. رحماك يا رحمن يا منزل القرآن بالأمن والإيمان والرشد ألهمنا. رحماك يا رحمن يا منزل القرآن بالأمن.
Why is this topic so important? Well, first of all, the concept of allegiance and enmity is a fundamental component of Aqidah. Remember, a lot of people join the website and they say, oh, I want to learn Arabic. You know, everybody wants to learn how to speak Arabic. Okay, and I tell you guys, you know, we're not focusing on Arabic. You know, we're focusing on Tawheed because this is what we need to learn. Learning Arabic is not going to put you in paradise. Okay, but your Aqidah, your belief in Allah will. So this is why every time I think to do an Arabic class, I end up not doing it because I see the Muslims are more in need of Tawheed and the Sunnah. So that this website, we focus on Tawheed and the Sunnah, and it's going to be a long time before we go back to any Arabic classes because you guys need this stuff. You know, this is what you need to get close to Allah, not learning Arabic. Okay? So this is one of the reasons why it's important to learn this, because this is a fundamental component of Islamic belief. One of the early scholars of Islam said the topic of Walaa, or allegiance and enmity, there isn't in the book of Allah, after the issue concerning the obligation of Tawheed and the forbiddance of its opposite, any issue which has so many proofs and that are so clearly explained other than the concept of allegiance. Allah is so clear. He clearly explains to us in the Quran who our allegiance should be to as Muslims. And he speaks about it over and over again in many, many verses, but so many of us fail to comprehend this. Okay? When we talk about the concept of allegiance to Allah and enmity towards the enemies of Allah, this involves having sincere love for Allah. Okay? Why is it that Muslims have no allegiance to Allah today? Because they really don't love Him. We say we do. Say it all. Remember, I tell you guys all the time, this Christian proverb that you find so many Muslims saying, only God can judge me. That's a Christian proverb. That is not an Islamic statement, because that's not true. Only Allah can determine if you go to paradise or hell. But we can judge you from your actions, your behavior, how you behave, how you treat you. So as Muslims, we judge you from your behavior. Your behavior determines to us how to treat you, whether we should have enmity towards you or allegiance to you. Your behavior. So don't confuse Christianity with Islam. God can only judge me. That's not true. We judge you in this life. We judge you in this life from your behavior. Your behavior determines whether we not. Okay? And we Muslims today, we're living in such crucial times where many of the Islamic concepts and values are misunderstood or neglected. This is why it's important for us to review what it should be and who it should be to and who our enmity should be to, because in this day and age, you know, Muslims don't understand Islam anymore. Okay? And also another reason why us to understand this concept is because allegiance and enmity is all central to the meaning of La ilaha illallah. Okay? So again, when you took your shahada, whoever gave you your shahada should have explained to you that you are testifying that you would have allegiance to Allah, His Prophet, His book, and the Muslims in general. And that you would have enmity towards anyone or anything that opposes that. This should have been explained. But since it wasn't, what I do now is go over the meaning of the shahada. I'm going to go over the meaning of the shahada because many of you don't understand what it means. When we testify to La ilaha illallah, we are testifying that right to be worshipped except Allah. So with this, the worship of all other deities has been negated, and worship has been affirmed for only Allah alone. Now, one of the early scholars of Islam, Ibn Taymiyyah, he once said, there is no happiness for the heart, nor is there complete delight except in loving Allah and getting close to Him with whatever He loves. And it is not possible to fully love Allah unless you turn away from all those things other than Him. And this is the reality of La ilaha illallah and the religion of the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. So when you say that you have allegiance to Allah, when you pledge that no one has the right to be worshipped with Allah, you are also pledging to have love for Him. That you will put no one before Allah. That means not your mother, not your father, not your children, not your boss. No one comes before Him. You will live your life doing the things to earn Allah's pleasure. For example, Allah commanded you as a Muslim man to not shave your beard. So you could care less what your boss got to say about your beard. You could care less about what anyone else has to say. You're going to wear that beard to show your love for Allah because all you care about is pleasing Him. Okay? So the concept of allegiance is connected with the shahada, and we are pledging with the that we not only have allegiance to Allah, but we love all the things that Allah loves. And also, guys, that means that we hate the things that Allah hates too. So love for Allah and doing the things that Allah loves, this is the reality of the shahada. And there are certain signs that you can see within yourself that will be indicative as to whether or not you truly love Allah. We say we do. If I were to ask everybody here, do you love Allah? Everyone will say yes. But if you really want to know, there are certain signs to look for. For example, if you give precedence to the things that Allah loves, even if it opposes your desires, that's a sign that you have love for Allah. For example, you may not understand why you cannot arch your eyebrows. It may not make any sense in the world to you. You want to do this. But the simple fact that you know that Allah said it's haram means that you will not do it. You will not give in to your desires, give in to your likes, and instead you'll obey Him. So if this is a sign of Allah's love. Also, as I told you guys the other day, a lot of people do not understand that just like having love for Allah is a sign of faith, hate is too. Hate is a part of Islam. It's a part of faith. We're supposed to hate all the things that Allah hates.